Jane,
Ellen,
you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
응답하라
Yeochin.
Yeochin. Go to the into the shit.
Talk to the king to the chew. Jane.
Yes, Ellen.
You just told me something.
Yeah.
And I am literally seeing red. Like I realize
The
it's
red
the
of our
lights.
studio. Yeah.
But I'm it's not funny. I want to fucking punch a wall right now. Like I'm so mad.
Oh my gosh.
You just repeat what you just told me.
Well, I guess we should set the scene or context where,
We were setting up.
We're recording for the
Yeah.
first time in about a month.
We're getting caught up.
Yeah, we're getting caught up, talking about how we're surviving summer. It's still summer at the time of recording. And we were just talking about like all the crazy news headlines. You're going to catch me up in just a bit.
Yeah, there's so much. But I mean, because when we get into the studio, it takes a minute for our producer Blake to set us up for the lights and the sound. So actually there's a little bit of like real talk before we start the podcast. So Jane was just
I was telling Ellen, we're talking about social media. Ellen's TikTok is still suspended. If you know anybody at TikTok, please let us know. She's been trying to get that unsuspended for months now.
Since May.
Yep. And she
now
even lost a
July.
brand deal because of it.
Yeah.
We can get into it in a little bit. And I just responded telling Ellen, like, I am just in a state of hating social media right now because I just feel like people they're not well. So if you're familiar with Instagram, like a public profile, right?
Yeah.
You get, in your DMs, you have like your primary messages. It's like in buckets, right? And then there's message requests.
From people you don't know.
From people you don't know.
Or you're not friends with, yeah.
Exactly. And so I'm very, very careful about who I let in through that door. And I kind of filter it. I've recently filtered it to like verified contacts and like sort by number of followers because, it could be a legitimate business or somebody reaching out to
somebody
you.
has to start.
Right? Yeah. And I'm pretty good about, there was a period where there were like downright racist, malignant trolls, like
during
DMing me in
high Asian hate.
Exactly.
Times. We were all getting it, yeah.
And so I really locked that down and filtered it and stuff. But I happened to see this message request, and I don't think I intentionally like opened it, but I did. I could tell it was like a question. And sometimes I get like legitimate questions from moms, like, "Oh, where did you get that? Or do you have tips for
do look through
this?
those,
or tips about Korea, whatever." This message said, literally verbatim, "Why are your kids so ugly? Are you getting plastic surgery? The genes don't match." And it was a response to a photo that I had taken of the kids because they came out of their rooms all fully dressed and they happened to be matching. It was like adorable. And sometimes I like to tease them. And when I want a picture of them, I say, act like you like each other.
Right.
So it's just all of that, right? From a mom's perspective. And it was harmless. I posted it.
You don't even have to justify. It's just a picture. It's your life.
Just a picture. And this is a nobody. I didn't go to their profile, and as quickly as I saw it, I tapped on that message. I blocked it. I reported it, and that's that. But it took me days, Ellen, for me to get over that.
Oh, yeah. I am fucking wanting to like punch a wall right now for you.
I am not even a newbie to this.
No, but kids are fucking off limits.
Yes.
That like I don't care. Honestly, when I got death threats from fucking like libs of TikTok who were posting that I was saying people, and then all the racists were up my ass and they were like, I'm gonna like fucking come to your show and like kill you, whatever. Like it did not faze me until I got a message that said, "I'm gonna pee your children." That sent like just like hair up my neck, and I was so angry I cried. I mean, not like tears of fear, just anger.
Anger.
But okay, nothing warrants that. However, I recognize that I stir the pot, I suppose, for white people, racist people. I'm a trigger for them.
Mhm.
But you're like, you make the most wholesome family motherly content for them to fucking hate on you. Like, it just,
And I'm like, how are you even finding me? Like, why are you looking at stories on Instagram of
but
people you don't
but you know
follow?
what?
Like,
Because Jane, actually, if I was in your shoes, I would have fucking like when Liam Neeson on that ass and like, I'm gonna find where you live. I'm gonna know, I'm gonna
uh-huh.
like go through all my contacts
Yeah,
that could
yeah.
like find out anything. You know those
Yeah.
like people that are like, oh, I traced your picture back to this and then.
Sure. Yeah.
But Jane, this is a bigger thing.
Yeah.
I bet it's someone you know. You know, like those catfish
Yeah,
documentaries.
maybe.
That lady that was writing shit to her daughter.
Yeah.
It was her fucking mom.
I mean, that's wild, right? That's wild. It could be someone.
It's probably someone
Yeah.
who's jealous of you, who looks at your life. It could be like a neighbor. It could be a friend. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, she has it all figured out. Like, I just want to just take her down a notch.
But it takes a certain brain wiring to
Yeah.
do that, to put it in your inbox. You know what I mean? And mind you, like when I had public profiles prior to TikTok and all of that was when I was working in news on TV.
Yes.
And I would get a lot of mean comments, but those were like posted publicly. So it's almost like that social media kind of sense and awareness hadn't fully developed or evolved yet. And these truly were people who I think had no awareness that like everybody can see what you posted. Right?
Right.
And
it was before like the accounts that were like, oh, you want to talk trash?
right.
Like, let us find out where you live, where
And
you
it
work.
somehow like it bothered me less because it was like these are people who literally, have no life, I think, and just like, why would you go on to like, why would you find my Facebook page, and or go to our TV station page and any post that has to do with me say like, oh, I just don't like her, or I don't like what she's wearing, or you know what I mean?
But I'm telling you, I'm onto something because I remember the story. I think actually it is a Seattle writer. The show is based on Shrill. She's actually from Seattle. That show she's a plus sized writer. Oh my God. I even did a show with her and her name is not coming to me right now. Anyways, she is a prolific writer, and she would get like this troll that fucking like just really went into town on her, like made it his life.
Oh my God.
And it was like, and like you, I think she was kind of used to the kind of hate she gets because as a plus sized woman that's successful, people just can't.
They can't stand to see
Yeah,
that.
they can't stand people that they think are beneath them succeeding.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I think that's the energy she gets. And so she was used to it. So she's like, I don't fucking care. But this one took another level. It was like her father had passed. And this person like was following up on her life to know that, and was like, your father probably fucking like hated you, and like just such a intimate level of trolling. And she, I think finally like was like, this was horrible. Like it really did a number on me. And I think then the troll reached out to her and was like, I have to come clean. I'm so fucking sorry.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Was that a plot twist for you?
Out.
Yeah. So he was like, so he was overweight and he hated his life. He had a terrible job. His life just sucked. And he sees this woman who is like comfortable in her body, thriving in life. And he was like, and they're talking on the phone. And he's like, I couldn't understand how you could be so happy.
Okay.
And I recognize it's because I'm miserable that it made me so upset that you were in such a good place and you're not ashamed of your body like I am. And I'm sorry. Like, he was genuinely sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And they had this talk, but I'm like, what
The harm that you did.
Yeah. But it's like the mother, right? Like, the mother was also that mother that catfished her own daughter and was writing the most insane things, like, you're a whore, you're a slut. And she was jealous of her daughter's relationship because her and her husband were no longer in a happy marriage. And, like, she was financially, she hadn't told her family she lost her job and was putting on like she was still going to work. So she just locked in on
messed up.
hating on. It's basically, I think, self-hatred
Coming
manifested
out,
into
for sure. And you know, you could argue any mean thing like that is a form of self-hatred.
Right.
Coming
But
out
it's
and
like,
projecting.
what the fuck?
Projecting. It truly is what the fuck.
Truly,
It truly
what the
is.
fuck?
Yeah. You know, and like, it bothered me so much that, you know, I did not mention it to a soul.
I'm the first to know.
You're the first to know.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is so. I don't know how you do it. Like, I would fucking lose my shit and tell everybody.
I know.
I would probably make a video about it. I would be like, anybody that can sleuth for me. We can always find someone on the internet.
I know.
How do you
But,
take
like,
the high road, Jane?
No, it wasn't that I took the high road. It's just I know myself, and it's like scratching the itch, right? What's going to make it go away faster? It's not scratching the itch.
Right.
It's
And you
like
don't want to give that person the
completely
satisfaction.
excising it. Exactly.
Yeah. Of like having, I think with you, it's like, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction that they got under my skin.
Yes. You know what did make me feel better? Because I couldn't tell a human soul. I took those words and I asked Gemini, like, hey, what do you think, you know, about this comment, this DM that I received, right?
Oh my God, you're so cute. You asked AI? Okay.
And then the Gemini said, first of all, I am so sorry that you had to read that. Nobody should receive online hate like that. Here are some steps that you can do. And I took all those steps, which was like,
what were the steps?
Delete, block, report. Yeah.
Jane, why didn't you call me? You should have called me.
Honestly, Ellen, it was like in the busyness of my morning.
Yeah.
And I just was like, checking messages.
Right.
And
you couldn't even like slow down to like indulge it.
Yeah. But, you know, after that, you know, and it's been a couple of weeks now, I've been thinking, like, do I just want to quit this altogether, you know, and just exist and live my best life?
Yeah.
Because I do not want to sell stuff online.
Right.
I do not want to, quote unquote, use my influence to you know what I mean? I just want to do stuff that speaks to me.
That fulfills
you know, if
your
I
soul.
want to amplify somebody or a cause or whatever, like, I want to do it because I want to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that about
you. But it's something that I always grapple with. And
no, but you know, there is something about what you're saying with social media is there is this underlying kind of sinister element that gets under everybody's skin. For example, I know you didn't hear, basically this 14-year-old was having an argument with his mother, lost his shit.
Where was this?
God, I don't know. Like, should I look it up? Well, maybe it'll give more context. He 14 years old, and I think there's an older son. There's two sons. Let me see, 14-year-old, and he stabbed his mom like 40 times.
My God. Just the mom?
No, mom and dad. Like, started with the mom, and then, let's see. Alabama? That
Okay.
sounds accurate.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, not funny. Yeah, Alabama. But the
Doesn't it always trip you up when the headline comes from King 5 or Cairo and you think it's local? Like,
right. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait. Yeah,
Mhm.
why are you reporting this like it's local news?
mhm.
But yeah, so I mean, it's been all over the news.
Yeah.
So the neighbors were saying they could hear the argument
Mhm.
and really what they were arguing about. So
Mhm.
I don't e- oh my God. So the mom and the 14-year-old son,
Yeah.
before the stabbing,
Yeah.
what led up to it was they were arguing about her Facebook posting and how she's always dragging the kids. But
Okay.
I mean, okay, I don't think it was like, well, I guess I didn't see all of it,
Yeah.
but she does. She's one of those parents that were like, you can't gentle parent
Okay.
kids that are not gentle.
Okay.
Like they're gonna get a whooping, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And like you gotta.
So was she an influencer? Did she have a big public following?
No. I
Okay.
think this was just like her ranting on her
Okay.
Facebook to her like.
To her friends.
But
yeah.
Clearly, her son, it's visible to him.
Yeah.
She would say like, "Oh, I love these kids." Post a picture
Yeah.
of them with. I love these, but man, they make me want to also like strangle them. Like
Yeah.
always had an element of that.
Mhm.
And I guess like the latest one was like, I'm not sure what the latest one was, but it always had sort of that underlayer that was like, I will fucking put them in place. I'm that kind of parent.
Yes.
And so I think that 14-year-old was sick of it,
Mhm.
and they were arguing about it, and
their
he
brains are
just-
not fully developed.
that's the big thing, right?
And what's like a little speck, right? Probably felt monstrous
And
to him, being ridiculed. He felt ridiculed from the
Yeah.
mom's perspective. It's like a relatable
right,
rant,
right.
But
But we're talking,
so
and
tragic.
I just was talking to somebody. I hope to get her on. It's like a friend of a friend who's a therapist,
Mhm.
child therapist, and she was saying, when you get frustrated with your kids, it's valid,
Yeah.
but remember that their prefrontal cortex is not. They are making terrible decisions
Yeah.
because their brain is making them make terrible decisions.
Can you imagine if our parents had social media and they put whatever we did,
they would be sent
whatever
to jail.
mess ups online for their friends to see?
Oh my gosh,
I'm thankful that my dad does Facebook and stuff, and I'm thankful that it's mostly like pictures of grandkids.
Right.
Stuff like that.
And my
Yeah.
mother-in-law does Facebook, and it's
Yeah.
mostly of her like line dancing with the Filipino community, and thank God. And like
Yeah.
she'll be on live, and like you just see her chin for
Yeah.
like half an hour. Like, what are you doing?
Oh my
And
gosh.
she's like, how do I turn it off? Anyways, but it was funny that you mentioned that because boomers had it so fucking easy though.
Oh yeah.
No, so
They gentle parenting,
was not a
not even
thing.
in their
if you
vocabulary.
if you smacked your kid, so another
It was like nobody discusses how we discipline at home, right?
Right.
There wasn't this hive mind type of thing,
Judgment,
like,
right?
oh, what do you do? Or
Yeah.
no, it's like marvel. My mom, like, that mom, her son practices piano all by himself, and I'm like, I highly doubt that. Highly doubt that. That person was Ben, the man that I later married. Okay. And so like, but for the longest time, she was like, that boy, he practices piano all by himself.
That was Ben.
His mom says like she never tells him to practice. But Ellen, two things. After we got married, I was like,
So Ben can play the piano.
yeah, he can play the piano. After we got married and this faceless woman is now my mother-in-law, I'm like, that tracks. She would totally say something like that in a group of women who would be envious.
Oh my God.
And two, I
This is
asked
so
him,
good.
did you really practice by yourself, like without being told? And he said he did. And so I was like, okay. All right.
Okay.
So some
Because
kids
he
do,
enjoyed music.
I guess.
Really? He
But I
really
mean, like,
did?
I had, you know, like, I grew up with my mom who it was like, you must practice like 45 minutes a day, right? And
Yeah,
she's like
yeah.
in the kitchen, just the next room over. One mistake I make, then she's like yelling, like, oh, again, start over. Right? It was just very like
Oh my God.
locked
45
down and
minutes?
like, yeah,
So your
managed.
practice is 15 minutes.
I think that's
And
plenty.
I hear plenty of mistakes. I'm like,
That's
I don't give a fuck.
plenty. That's
Yeah,
plenty.
I
15
don't even
minutes.
give a fuck. It's
Yeah.
all fucked up. I'm
Yeah.
like just sitting there 15 minutes
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
banging on the good enough for me.
Honestly. Yeah.
No,
But yeah, they didn't discuss like how they
Oh,
were
yeah.
parenting and, you know.
So what was really funny was, we went camping. My husband is obsessed with camping, and like, okay, once I get there, I do enjoy it. There is something about, like, I just don't even give a fuck about. I mean, I already thought that I
But
didn't
do
give
you
a
have to
fuck.
do any of the preparations?
It's mostly him.
Okay.
I
would enjoy camping too if
Yeah,
it
I
was
don't-
mostly the other person.
I solely focus on the food because
Yeah,
he gives
fair.
0 fucks about food.
Okay.
So I care about what we're gonna eat.
Yeah.
So I only focus on the food.
Yeah.
And then, I have to help with the clothes, but he does everything else.
Okay.
I will say that man, he thinks about it. I'm like, all that stress, why do you want this? He thinks about it for like months in advance.
Yeah.
Jane.
Yeah.
And he's
Well, you kind of
ordering
have
shit.
to.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, oh.
Which is like the drawback of camping. Is
Yeah, like all
yeah.
that preparation
Mhm.
stresses me the fuck. He was literally sweating it up, getting us all crammed in. We were barely, like, the kids were like jammed in there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have my knees, my legs are falling asleep. Like, we're like, suck it up.
For how many
Anyways, nights? We did 4 nights.
Okay, that's a long camping trip.
Yeah, but all that effort, we've
Yeah.
gotten it down to a science. I mean, we know what duration
Yeah.
for all the effort that we put in.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Like,
That's like, how many meals is that?
oh my God, it's
9.
I
That's
was
like a dozen meals.
Yeah,
at
I
least.
was so proud of myself. We ate everything in our cooler.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
and isn't that such a great feeling?
I like came up with different meals
Yeah.
every morning. I made hash with bacon bits and
Mhm.
eggs. We did 부대찌개 kind of thing. We
Sounds
did
so
Korean
good.
barbecue.
Yeah.
We did chicken wings.
Yep.
He bought an oven
Ah,
that you can put on
Yeah.
there. And the chicken wings were like, we just bought these frozen chicken wings
Mhm.
that were already marinated. But
Yeah.
it was so crispy and
yeah.
in this little thing that he got. He even bought a toaster for
Wow.
$1 at, like, he's just, anyways.
You didn't own all this stuff already
No.
as a
he's
camping
been-
family?
Oh, we've had these for
Okay.
years, but he keeps buying
Got
new
it.
shit,
Okay.
new little
Yeah.
knickknacks.
Yeah.
He's in. We get an air mattress
Yeah.
and da da da. But it was funny because the kids were having an attitude, right?
Mhm.
And one of the days we were supposed to go paddleboarding, and Sawyer was all dressed up to go in the water, and then he just fucking, I don't know what it was. He said something, and I was like, "Hey, stop it with that attitude." And then he was like, "Fine, I'm just not gonna." He just stayed in the campsite by himself while we were in the water, like the 3 of us,
Mhm.
and he just was throwing a fit. And I'm like, "Oh my God!" and I told, this is our 11-year-old,
Yeah.
or soon to be 11-year-old,
Yeah.
and I told Adonis, like, we can't just leave him there by himself. You got to go get him. I mean,
Mhm.
it's across the street.
Mhm.
And he's like, no, you got to let him feel it out,
Mhm.
and he needs to enjoy the consequences
Mhm.
of his choice.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do you do that? And he goes, listen. then he told both the kids the story. He's like, listen, when I was growing, did I ever tell you boys the story of when our whole family went to the Grand Canyon?
Mhm.
They were a camping family.
Yeah.
They went to the Grand Canyon. And he goes, but do you know the part where I didn't actually get to see the Grand Canyon? We were all there,
Yeah.
but because I had an attitude,
Uh-huh.
my dad said, you're staying in the car.
Mm.
In the sweltering heat, Jane.
He almost died.
Yeah, that is child abuse.
Yeah.
In the sweltering
They didn't
heat,
even open windows for
they
him?
cracked the
Okay.
window. But there was
Cracked?
cracked. That's a crime. Now
Did
it
they
would
lock
be a
him
fucking
in there?
crime.
They lock him in there?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That I was like, your parents said what? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, So I didn't. We went to the Grand Canyon,
Yeah.
but my whole family saw the Grand Canyon, but I did not.
Yeah.
To this day,
Oh.
that is his
You
story.
guys need to go camping in Grand Canyon is your next thing.
He's like,
yeah.
now that was the
Yeah.
consequence. I'm like, your parents would be locked up by now. I mean, if that happened now, like your parents would go to jail.
I have a hard time, like, boys having attitude. Sorry, I don't want to like say boys do this and girls do that, but it's interesting.
No,
I mean,
it is.
Adonis grew up in a family of boys.
Yes.
You're raising a family of boys. It's
And
funny
yeah.
that they have like attitudes. Like to me, in our family, like the one who has an attitude is Ruby. It's never Bennett, you know?
Oh,
And I wouldn't trust her. I would not trust her to like leave the car. Like she would come out and she would get lost, like looking for us.
Or she would cause a scene and there would be police at your car.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, but Sawyer, he's such a little like turd when it comes to, he has so much pride, Jane.
Well,
did I tell you about the
Ruby's
story
the
where
base.
so when he was little, like I think he must have been like 6 or 7. We had that oven and he didn't know it was oven. So he put his hand.
I think you told me about this. Yeah.
But he ran off.
Uh-huh.
I mean, can you imagine a 6 or 7-year-old burning the whole hand and running off and hiding in the woods because he didn't want to admit that he fucked up?
Yeah.
And then only wreathing in pain hours later and like, I did this thing and now it hurts too bad.
Totally something Ruby would do.
Exactly. The
She
pride.
would never say, I got hurt or I'm sick.
Right.
Never say that.
Too much pride. And so finally he came out later and none of us went to get him. And he finally on his own came out later like Adonis said he would. And how did you enjoy just being by yourself? He's like, I was fine.
Yeah.
But, boomers had it easy. Boomers, I mean.
Well, they also didn't have
social media.
To act as a mirror, right? A mirror or a window to compare themselves against.
And they could believe that they were good parents.
Right.
I mean, they still do.
Yeah.
They still think,
they look at us and they're like, you turned out fine.
Exactly. Oh, I hate
I'm like,
that
you have no idea
so
what's going on in here.
Much. I hate that so fucking much.
The therapy.
Like.
Right?
No thanks to you. Yeah. Ugh. I hate that so much. That let me take credit where it's good, but not the fucking like.
But then they also could have used therapy as parents.
Oh, for sure. For sure they could have used. Speaking of, okay, this was the other headline that I was going to tell you. I mean, clearly this man is not well. So a man, this is all over the news, cut off his own penis.
What?
Right? No, it gets worse. Set it on fire at his mom's house.
Why?
Nobody knows.
He was high on... He was like drugged up.
I guess I should read more than the headline.
Or was he like a conservative Christian and he's like, this is like causing me to sin? That's where my mind goes.
No, I think he hated his mom. That's it. Like, he hated her and he wanted to set her on fire. And, man charged with arson after cutting off his own genitals. From Indiana.
He said...
Wow, this is one of the rare times Jane is at a loss for words.
So did it set the whole house on fire?
He started the garage fire.
Oh my
with
God.
his dismembered genitalia.
Oh my gosh.
In Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh.
And is facing a count of felony arson. I guess this happened in May 6th. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? When I saw that, I was like, we are going off the rails. We are not okay.
Yeah.
We are deeply disturbed. And there's just like, in general, there's just so much. And I can't tell. I mean, it goes back to your social media thing. Because we live in the age of social media where every like every news channel, even like local news, they
Mhm.
all want that click. So
Mhm.
every news is like clickbait, rage
Right.
bait.
Sensational
Yeah,
headlines.
it's
Yeah.
the most craziest
Yeah.
stories you will ever hear.
Yeah.
But then again, it happened.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, and nobody knows. Nobody knows what. I mean, I think there is a history of him being unwell. Like, I think
Yeah, clearly.
right, because what man would cut off his own penis?
Yeah.
Wasn't there
With no history. Like it there you know what I mean? You just don't go from existing to doing that.
right? I think he had a history of like reporting something false that he was
Crying
almost
wolf,
killed.
like
Yeah. But this, I mean,
talk about wanting attention.
right, crazy.
Yeah. Maybe
Crazy.
he just didn't get the love he needed from his mom.
Yeah,
I
or
don't wanna-
medication.
Yeah.
But I don't know. These are crazy times. And then I also heard a story. Oh my gosh. And you know my struggle with my 14-year-old with his hair just
Right.
covering his face.
Mhm.
And then there's a term for it. All of a sudden, I get the story again on social media. Like, it's like it feeds into my like
Mhm.
anxiety. It like it already knows. I was
Mhm.
telling Adonis, I'm like, oh my God, don't you think it's crazy? How
The
many-
algorithm is like picking the craziest headlines for you. 'cause,
Yeah, I
like,
know,
that's
because
what
I click
gets
on
you.
one
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, you want more?
Mhm. Or are you the type you read a perfectly neutral, like a World Cup headline, and then you see all the sensational headlines, like the suggested stories, but these are
Yes.
all like clickbaity
Yes.
with questionable sources.
Yeah, and I click on it.
Yeah.
I'm the target audience. No, so I read a story in Japan. This child stopped coming out of his room. And I guess it's called a condition now. Do you
This
know what
also tracks.
Yeah.
The first one was in Alabama, second one Indiana, this Japan. Like they have the craziest stories there out of Japan because it's such a, I don't know, like a reserved
For years, though,
community, society.
the parents were like, we have not seen our child for years.
Yeah.
We
Oh
don't
my
know what he
God.
looks like
Oh
anymore.
my gosh. How
We-
is he washing?
So I guess like
Like in the middle of the
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
and
I put up cameras.
I don't know. There was a term for it.
Yeah.
It's gotten to a point where this is not an isolated incident, apparently.
I've heard of that. Like
Yeah.
shut-ins
Yeah.
is what they called
But it's
them.
so
But like it comes
extreme.
from like
Yeah.
it's like an extreme form of anxiety.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And so they were doing like, you know how there's retelling of stories, and then they do like a comic. I mean, not a comic,
sure.
but like a
Like an-
retelling.
mhm.
Yeah. And then in the story is this kid with this hair all straight down. I'm like, oh my God.
That's gonna be Gavin.
Yeah. So I told Gavin,
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, you can grow your hair
Yeah.
long. I don't have a problem with him having his hair long.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's the covering of the face.
Sure.
Like, you can have it long.
Yep.
You don't have to cut your hair,
Mhm.
but you got to get it out of your face.
Mhm.
Because look at this kid that I saw.
Mhm.
And the way you're doing it reminds me of this kid that hasn't
Mhm.
come out of his room for like 5 years.
Mhm.
And it's because of his anxiety.
Mm.
And I've been like, at first, I've been aggressive about him. Make a choice, get a haircut, or pick a haircut. Pick a hair.
Yeah. Pick a
that you
hairstyle.
can,
Yeah.
show me, and I
Mhm.
can understand what you're.
Mm-hmm.
And now I pleaded with him with this, and I said, I
Mm.
just don't want you to. And if this is about, because he does kind of say it is a little about anxiety. Like,
Sure.
I'll be like, you gotta show your face, and he's like, Mom. So I show him another picture of like Chimin or something. See,
Mhm.
Chimin has long hair, but you can see his face.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have a face like that, Mom.
Hmm.
And then I recognize there's something
Sweetie.
about there
Yeah.
he doesn't feel confident about his
Yeah.
look. But I'm like, listen. So I got my aggressive tone down.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hey, I understand that you hearing from me as your mom saying you're good looking, you're probably not going to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm the kind of person that would tell you if you're ugly. I said, but maybe, I don't know, but I'm your mother. So of course I do realize I'm biased.
Yeah.
But I mean it when I say, like, you're not a terrible looking person, okay? And I want you to just, I know there are confident elements in you, and I want you to just move forward with that, because if you keep residing in this area of like hiding your face, you're going to get used to it and you're going to do more of it, and you could end up like this kid who doesn't want to come out of his room forever.
Yeah.
And
I think it's great that you're addressing what's at the root of this,
Yeah. So I was like, listen, I'm on your side. I want nothing but to be supportive of you. I'm not your op. Like, I'm not trying to like get in the way of what you want to be.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be a cookie cut. Like, my parents wanted me to be something, and I was never going to fit into that mold. I want you to be you. I want you to figure out who that is.
Yeah.
But you got to learn to compromise. You got to give a little. You got to, and so I sat there and I said, listen. And I showed him a picture of this hot Japanese actor that I bet you know who it is if I show it to you. I'm like, look at his hair. And it says long here. Do you know who this guy? I'm sure you've seen him, right?
Yeah.
He's like super
very
hot,
good looking.
And I'm like,
he can look like that.
Yeah,
totally.
Like, you're not.
Oh my
you're not
gosh.
him, but you're. If I blur my eyes enough, like there's a semblance there. You have the thick eyebrows. You have the nose that's defined.
The jawline.
You have a jawline.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay.
Go ahead.
So I don't know. I pleaded with him from my heart.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to support you in who you want to be. So let's try to find that middle ground.
I think summer's a great time. And he's going to go to high school, and it's like a chance to kind
That's
of
what
like
I'm worried
go
about.
with a fresh image.
Yeah.
But I think it's good that, you're kind of nurturing this at home.
Yeah.
And he can think about it, and
that's what I'm trying to.
Tough. Yeah.
I want him to go into high school. It's a big change, right? And I'm like, don't hide behind your face. People are gonna pick up on that energy. You can choose to wither with that energy, or you can show a new side of yourself.
Yeah.
And so, I said, let's get your acne cleared out.
Yeah, I mean, it might be all connected to that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to hide because, like, I'm not confident about my skin.
He's like,
and
my acne's not that bad. Did you see so and so's? I'm like,
okay, that's just like a typical like high school.
I told him,
Delulu, like,
have you seen the zit on your nose? You look like a witch from Snow White. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I was thinking it.
Yeah.
But then who doesn't help? Sawyer is like, yeah, Gavin, it's huge. Like I could see it from like down the hall.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Anyways, it's
these are tough years that we're entering.
I know. And and with the reality being so doused with social media.
I know.
God, Jane, I don't know how you didn't tell a soul about that DM. I would have fucking like I'm serious. I would have reached out to anybody and everybody and been like, Liam Neeson, like I am this is what I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
hunt you
fucking
down.
find you, motherfucker.
You know what? I was watching Teach You a Lesson on Netflix during that time.
Wasn't it so satisfying?
So I think it was kind of cathartic in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
That was good. That's a good show, right?
It was a good show. Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that the actor, when that show hit #1, he cried to his wife.
Oh, I know he seems
so
humble.
Decent.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
He's been struggling and
we didn't really see him much. We didn't really see him much before this.
And I've always known
Yeah.
like he's a great actor. I've seen him in like different movies.
But he doesn't really have like a leading man face, right?
Right.
This
in
was
fact,
the right
John
role
Cena
for him.
said that. Did you hear about that?
No, about his face?
Yeah, so John Cena. Somebody told John Cena.
You told me about that.
Yeah,
that they
somebody
resemble
told John
each other.
Cena that he looks like John Cena. I actually think he looks more like Mark Wahlberg. But John Cena loves Korean dramas and watched that show and he was like, I'm honored.
Yeah.
And then the actor was like, made
I
a
did see
video
that.
thanking
Yeah.
John Cena. Like, oh
Mhm.
wow, like I can't believe
Yeah.
that you.
Like, I'm a fan. I
Yeah,
hope to meet you one day.
it was
Yeah.
like very, and I guess he went to high school with Rain, and so they're like good
Oh,
friends.
that's cool.
And it's so cute because
Yeah.
they were on like a some kind of one of those reality shows where they're talking
Yeah.
about like, remember that time I tried to like get you to dance, and he's like,
He said that? Rain
yeah,
said
yeah.
that?
Rain was like,
Mhm.
we were in a like I tried to get him to do a talent show with
Uh-huh.
me, and I made him dance. And he's like, I don't know why you keep telling this story to people, but it's so cute.
Yeah.
Anyways, teach you a lesson. But okay, that show was good,
Mhm.
but also remember I was telling you how
Yeah.
frustrating it
Totally.
was because it's like
Totally.
not real.
Yeah. It doesn't happen like this. Yeah.
We need this like I want to fucking find your DM troll.
Mhm.
I'm so mad.
Mhm.
You need to tell me who it is.
I
mean,
don't
like who the
know.
account
I
is.
like deleted it.
Oh, you don't
I
even
reported
remember the
it.
name or anything? Did it
Mm-mm.
have
I
like a
didn't take a
potato as a
screenshot. No.
Did it have a
Nothing.
potato as a profile photo?
Nothing. I didn't even look. It was so like gross that I wanted
The
to
nerve
like
of a fucking
just erase
people.
it. I
The
know. I
nerve
know.
of fucking people.
I know.
To tell people you don't even know.
Uh-huh.
The ball.
But plot twist, you said it could be somebody I know.
Well, do you think that now that I planted that seed, do you think that's possible?
I don't know. You know, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I think it's possible. I guess that's possible, but
Jane, I mean, you know me. I adore you in close range. Like I look at, even though we're like so close and I know like you're human, I still am like, how do you do it? So I bet there are people that
Yeah.
are like, this bitch has it all. This
I
bitch
mean-
is so together and just sits there and just like wallows in their jealousy of you. Me, not so much. They just hate the shit I say. But
I don't know.
you exude such
I don't know. Yeah.
perfection. Even though we know that's not real.
No, it's
I mean,
not at all.
there is no perfection.
And I don't consider myself
I know
a perfectionist
and
or
that's why I
any of
love
that.
you because
Yeah.
I've gotten to know you. Like even me, before knowing you, I'm like, wow, how does she like? You're kind of like Jimin to people's eyes of motherly. you know how he has this like ephemeral,
Yeah.
ephemeral. Is that the word? Is that what I'm trying to say?
I don't know if that's what you're trying to say.
What does that mean?
Like
I think I'm trying to say ethereal.
ethereal. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
What's ephemeral? Did I just fucking make up a word?
No, that's a word.
That is a
That's
word, but what does it
Yeah.
mean?
It means like not lasting a long time. Like
Oh, okay, that's
ephemeral.
not what I
Yeah,
meant.
no.
I meant ethereal. Oh, wow. That's not at all. That's so weird because I would have thought that lasting only a day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's no. But maybe you meant like he has like a maternal, like feminine, like effeminate energy?
No, I meant like he looks ethereal.
Ethereal, like angelic. Like,
Yes.
Mhm.
And like he just exudes like unreal, like goddess, even though he's a man, like energy.
On stage, because like, he's so goofy.
I
Like
know.
he is, yeah.
That's so funny you said that because there's another photo of him. So I see him on stage looking
Yeah.
like that. And then there's another photo of him with a bowl cut when he had
I
his
know because
black
we
hair.
laugh and like Ben and I are like, he looks so potong, like
Oh!
ordinary.
And I looked
ordinary.
at that photo. I'm like, oh my God, I look like Jimin.
Yeah.
Like he
But I
was.
think that's why, like, people relate to him. He's so like down to earth, right?
Yeah.
Funny, but then he can turn it on and be like,
his
his
face
stage self.
without the makeup, he
Mhm.
just looks really average.
Yeah, he's
Like
just an average
basic,
dude.
And
Yeah,
he actually has like kind of droopy eyes like mine.
yeah, and he doesn't have sankapur. Like, he has like the monolids. He doesn't
I'm
have like
oh
the
my
double
God,
eyelids.
could I look like
yeah,
Jimin pretty with makeup? That's what I was thinking. Anyways, I think, well, you're a better person than me, having deleted that
no,
DM.
it's just like I know how I best, move on from that. I think for you, you would have to like go down that rabbit hole to like get that
Me and my
satisfaction.
fucking rabbit
And
holes.
again, for me, I'm like, I'm not even curious. I'm not even curious about like the who, how, why,
I
because
love that.
I can probably, I can probably like imagine what it is, and it's not an interesting story.
Right. It's never
And-
going to be a good
And I'm not
scenario.
interested. That's the thing is like when I see that, I'm like, I have to think, I'm not a unique recipient of this type of
Wow.
hate, you know, and probably if you're going to do that to me, I'm probably one of like dozens, hundreds that you do that to, you know what I mean?
You know what? You're
And
so right.
If
That
you
is
did
a
that
really...
without even a thought, I'm not going to give it even a thought. You know what I mean? You're probably doing this all day.
Yeah, that is really a good point. For any of you out there that deal with hate comments or have had that slip in your DM, or I mean, because it happens to just anybody.
It does. It really does.
Just know, I think the thing that you can sit with is that a person that is like thriving in life is not sitting at home writing these hateful, like horrible comments to other people.
Yeah.
Like they don't have the time.
No.
It's the people that have the time are sitting in their misery.
Exactly.
And just like at the worst points of their life.
Yeah.
Probably looking at why this person has a better life than me. It's never the people that are like enjoying their own lives.
No.
Who has time for that?
No one. So
I've
if you
never
do that,
written a
it's
troll
like
comment in
that's
my
what
life.
that's what you're focusing your energy on.
And I think that's why I get so puzzled, because I'm like, I have never in my life sat there and written, I made videos dissecting things about what I don't like in this whatever, but I've never sat there like, I hope your kids die.
Oh my God. And the thing is, like, if you respond to that, they come back.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like that's
They're
where
like,
all their
"Ooh,
energy is.
I got their attention.
Yeah.
That's
They're
what they
doing
live
that.
for.
They're fishing. I mean, it's like fishing.
Yeah.
Like they cast a wide net,
Baiting.
right? And baiting, and they're going
Triggering.
to see who's going to bite. And it's what gives them life, I guess. Like it's awful, but
that's a good takeaway for me, Jane.
yeah,
Thank
good.
you.
I'm glad.
I need to
I'm glad.
linger in that.
Yeah.
Like nobody out there that's hating on you is thriving in life.
No.
Because you don't have the energy to hate on someone
Mm-hmm.
if you are succeeding at your own life or feeling blessed or, living in gratitude. It's only the people who are suffering in their own misery already.
Mm-hmm.
Chef's kiss. This is our own therapy. Like this is what we need to like just take out the garbage. And just clean our, we need that gunk
Detox.
out.
Yeah.
You're my detox.
Yeah.
Better than Hailey Bieber smoothies.
Oh, I want one in LA.
Shut up.